What's up guys, this is iTweaks here, and today I'm going to be showing you the highly anticipated tweak called Auxo 2. Now this tweak is packed full of features and I can't wait to walk you through the entire thing, show you the ins and outs of Auxo 2. Now if you're a veteran jailbreaker and you had Auxo on iOS 6, then Auxo 2 on iOS 7 is not going to disappoint. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. The first thing I want to do is go into the settings here, because this has three main features that we have right here. First is the multicenter, next is the quick switcher, and next is hot corners. So to pull up the multicenter, all you have to do is swipe up right from the bottom, and this is the multicenter. Up here you have your toggles, and then down here you have your music controls, and this is all customizable, and I'll show you everything that you can do with this. But if we swipe up again right from the middle, then we can activate our quick launcher. So again, this is customizable, and I'll show you everything that you can do right here. Now some of the features that you have is you can obviously swipe up to dismiss, and you can see that nice little animation where the app icon is sliding down as we slide that up. You also can just pull this right back down, and it's going to bring back to your to that application. So you can do it pretty quick, as you can see right here, and it works fine. So that's really nice and smooth. So really cool. The multi-center looks pretty good. Some people can think it looks a little cluttered, and you can actually change up what that looks like, and I'll show you that in just a second. But you can see right here that it's actually really smooth as we swipe through this, just like iOS 7, the normal native app switcher. Now you'll also notice that we have a little home icon right there, so that's a nice touch as well. So down here on the music controls, here are some toggles that we can mess with. Now this is obviously the brightness, and right over here is the volume. Now I don't have the volume HUD enabled. I actually have a tweak called status HUD, so it actually pops up in the status bar, but we don't have that right there. But if you have the volume HUD, this actually pops up right there in the middle and shows you what the percentage is. And if you want to close all your applications within Auxo 2, it's really simple. All you need to do is swipe over to your springboard just like that, swipe up on the springboard, and you'll see all those applications fall in line right behind the springboard. So if you want to close all your applications, then you would just tap that little X right there. If not, then you would just tap anywhere else, and it's going to fall back into place just like in your regular app switcher. Now next, if we wanted to check out the quick switcher, which is the next main feature, all you have to do is swipe up from the bottom left hand corner just like that, and then when you slide across, you can see that this actually goes through all of your open applications just like that. So this is actually really awesome. I love this idea. The only thing that I have a problem with is it's a little clunky. I wish it was a little bit smoother like the normal iOS 7 switcher. But other than that, this is an amazing feature, and I think this is going to be extremely useful. I mean, all you have to do is just open it up just like that. We'll swipe up, go across. I mean, it's just as easy as that. Now we also have the hot corners, which basically this is what one of the hot corners is that quick switcher right there. Now if we wanted to use the other hot corner, which is the bottom right hand corner, then you can see if we swipe up, then it starts to close that application. Now this doesn't kill the application, it only closes it. So it's basically like going to your home screen. So you can see right here, if we pull up the app switcher again, we still have the settings app open right there. So that's basically the main rundown right here. So you can disable these if you want to. So if you don't want the multi-center, then you can see this actually changes up just a bit. So you have your quick switcher, but now if we pull up and we continue to pull up, then it goes directly to the iOS 7 native app switcher right there. You also have your hot corners. You can toggle those on or off if you want to do that as well. So we're going to turn on multi-center again so we can go into the advanced options here. So here's the minimal display toggle. If we tap on that, then you're going to see when we swipe up that we have a little bit different look on our multi switcher. So we don't have those two buttons right up there at the top, but we can get them if we just slide down just like that. And we can just slide that back up. You can also pull up your quick launch applications just like that. So we can slide that back down if we want to do that as well. So here you have your minimal display, so you can actually change when this appears. So if you don't have any media playing, then you can toggle that on just by ticking it. You can also do the exact same thing if AirPlay is undetected or if AirDrop is off. So right now we're just going to leave it as always. So basically this just chooses when your minimal display is going to be activated. Now if we go down here, we can actually toggle on open to last app. So if we pull up the multi-switcher right here, you can see that it obviously goes directly to the settings, which is the app that we were just in. So if we swipe over here, let's say we wanted to go into Instagram. So now when we swipe up, it opens directly to Instagram. So now what we're going to do is open to last app. So this is going to be really helpful for multitasking. So let's say you're on Safari and you're trying to take notes on maybe an article or something like that. So if we go ahead and pull up the multi-switcher here, you can see that it pulls up directly to Instagram. But let's say we wanted to do what we were talking about. Let's go into Safari, and then when we pull this up and we wanted to take notes, so we're going to go over to notes, and now we can directly go straight to Safari, check out what we needed to copy, and then go directly back to our notes just like that. So it's as easy as that, and that's basically what that is for. So let's go back into our settings here, and now we're going to tap on Quick Launcher, and right here is actually where you're going to decide when your quick launcher appears. So when no media is playing, then you can have it display, you can have it not display, or you can have it auto dismiss. Also, when media is playing, you can have it auto dismiss, do not display, or display. So as I have it set up, when no media is playing, it should show the quick launcher, and then when media is playing, it should not display. But you can see right here, if I pull that up, it's not displaying and there's no media playing. So hopefully that's going to be fixed in a future update. That's just a very small bug, probably a really easy fix, but this is how I would have it set up in my optimal setup. So let's go back here, and we have unlimited quick switcher, which is, I already had that toggled on, but you can see right here, if we pull this up, actually goes all the way through all of your open applications. Now you can actually set this. If we go back to the settings, you can turn that off, and it's only going to show the last 6. So you can see right there, rather than having it scroll through all your applications, it's only going to go through those last 6. So let's go back into the settings. You can also invert hot corners. Now if you do this, it actually gets rid of the quick switcher. So usually the quick switcher would be right here, but now it goes directly to the multi-switcher. So I'm not sure why it does that. You'd think that you could still pull up the multi-switcher right here, and then pulling this up would pull up the quick switcher, but that's not what happens. And right over here, if we pull that, then it's going to close the application. Also down here, you can disable Auxo 2 within applications. You can also disable it when the keyboard is activated, and that's probably pretty helpful, so I would recommend having that on. That way, if you're typing, you're not going to accidentally activate Auxo 2. Now another really cool thing about Auxo 2, if we go into our music app and let's just start playing this right here. Now this is iTunes Radio. You can see that I can buy this song right here for $1.29. So this is iTunes Radio. Now the cool thing about this is you have a scrubber down here. Now you can actually scrub through your iTunes Radio song. Now that is actually pretty awesome. Now something else that you're supposed to be able to do is be able to tap on the song name right here, and it's supposed to bring up that album art right there in front, so right there in the foreground. Now it's not actually doing that for me. I'm not quite sure why, but that's supposedly supposed to be a feature. So hopefully whatever the issue is right there, that's going to be fixed in a future update as well. But guys, this is Auxo 2. This is an amazing tweak. I highly recommend checking this out. If you haven't purchased the original Auxo for iOS 6, then this is going to be $3.99. But if you're upgrading from the previous Auxo from iOS 6, then it's only $1.99. So this is definitely worth checking out. Hopefully there's going to be some more awesome updates to this tweak, and I wouldn't put it past them because this is created by Sentry, a well-known designer, as well as Quizzic or Cusick. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but they did an incredible job on Auxo 2, and I highly recommend checking this out. So I'm really anxious to hear what you guys think about Auxo 2 in the comments below. It's something I'm going to be having on my device and probably using for quite some time, for the foreseeable future at least. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more awesome tweak videos, then don't forget to subscribe. Alright guys, until next time, peace.